Hi everyone, this is Max Steingart broadcasting live on YouTube from sunny Miami Beach, Florida. And in this session, we're gonna show you how to talk with perfect prospects on Facebook anywhere in the world and close them in 15 minutes. And there's so much hype and there's so many internet gurus out there that talk about all kinds of different ways to make money, and ultimately, it's all about who you're talking to. And we're going to show you how to turn on your computer, log into Facebook, and within 15 minutes, well, almost immediately, start talking to somebody. And we're going to show you how to close them in 15 minutes. My students are doing it. You can do it too. Now, the reason I know they're doing it is in my coaching sessions, I'm actually logged in to their accounts. We're kind of doing it together. And in some cases, I'm actually doing it for them. I'm proving to them how fast and easy the process works. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring some of these up, show you what other people are doing, and encourage you to jump into the pool. Because I have to tell you, it's never been easier to build a business using Facebook. It's never been easier to make sales on Facebook. Now, you know, I saw a poster last week about social networks, and the actual reference was that being connected to the world around us has never been easier than it is today. But it didn't start out that way. After the internet made it possible to reach people around the globe with merely the click of a button, social networking exploded into one of the biggest industries of our time. And I was looking at the list of social networks that they had published, and I said to myself, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Man, they forgot the original. And there have been thousands and thousands of social networks. And what I'm sharing with you was a system that I initially used and mastered, America Online. And to say that I added thousands of people to my business using America Online when I was building a network marketing company would be an understatement. Had a blast doing it. Thousands of people. And when you look today at the limited amount of information you had with that other person, most of the time you didn't have a picture. 600 characters of information, and yet I was able to log into AOL, see who was online, and engage them in a live conversation. And within 10 minutes, know whether that person was a prospect or not. I used to do it live. I remember I was out in Salt Lake City for New Skin's international convention, and on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days in a row, on stage, laptop hooked up to the internet, I asked the audience, where would you like to meet somebody? Pick a city. And then we would look at profiles, pick out somebody to talk to, and within 10 minutes, we had a candidate, a prospect, as a business builder for the business. And as social networks evolved, I mean, America Online in its best day had 36 million people. ICQ was another social network, ended up with about 180 million users. Yahoo had a phenomenal social network. Orchid was Google's first attempt at a social network. And it was popular in India and it was popular in Brazil, but it didn't go anyplace else. And of course, MySpace really put all the pieces together except one. And that was the live chat, the instant message, the ability for members to text each other. Facebook beat them to it, and exploded. And so whether we're talking about Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Pinterest, hands down, Facebook is the king of social media, social networks. Now, people who become customers and business builders in your business are like gold to you. They buy your products month after month after month. That's where your residual income comes from. Business builders get into your business. They're gung-ho, and they're using social media. They're using Facebook to build their business and yours. They're gold to you. And social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn have over 1.8 billion people on them. They're virtual gold mines that are filled with perfect prospects who would buy what you're selling if they knew about you. And I'm going to give you a detailed map to each one of these social networks, so you know precisely who and where the perfect prospects are. And then I'm going to give you the simple tools to get as many new customers and business builders as you want on a daily basis into your business. Now, what we're talking about here, just to whet your appetite, is we're going to show you how to jump into Facebook and look for people who like personal trainers. And you could pick them out: people who like personal trainers, people who work as personal trainers, people who follow personal trainers. So we're going to go take a look at the people who work as personal trainers. And every time, look at all the information that you have on here about personal trainers. Every one of these is a person with an agenda, with an openness to talking to some people, and reservations about talking to others. But you're going to be able, when you use my Endless Free Leads video program. Now, you could figure it out on your own, all right? But if you really want to be able to tap into this pool, you're going to want this, and I'm going to come back and share what this is comprised of. But this is access to my video library. These are your power tools, and these are your resources, including prospecting scripts and prospecting questions for talking to all kinds of people. All you need to do is spend 50 minutes a day. 50 minutes a day, and you should be talking to 5 people and making a sale. And these people are here. They're waiting for you. We're going to show you some examples of how it works. I'm going to make it so easy to do that everyone with any level of experience can do it. If you made it to this webinar, if you made it to YouTube to watch this video, then you can be amazingly successful. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to talk to people and make sales every day on any social network in 15 minutes. I remember the first day I did it at the New Skin event. I had people coming up to me afterwards and say, "Hey, this thing was put on." I said, "Well, wait a minute. I told the audience, pick a city, pick a country." And so the next day, we basically spent about an extra 10 minutes trying to decide where we were going to look. And on Saturday and Sunday, these people were blown away by what other people are doing on a daily basis. And you can do it too. Let's talk about Facebook for just a minute. 1.11 billion people, daily active Facebook users, 665 million. What's exciting is what I put in red. The number of mobile Facebook users, 751 million people. That's an increase of 5%. 65% of the people on Facebook are mobile. The average time per Facebook session is 20 minutes, but people are on Facebook an average of 53 minutes a day. So they're on several times. Facebook mobile users have surpassed desktop users. And again, look at this. 93% of Facebook users between 20 and 29 are mobile. 56% of Facebook users between 50 and 65 are mobile. And my guess is that if we looked at the 65 to 80 category, you're looking at about maybe 30-40%. Bottom line is when you can reach out and talk to people on Facebook who are online when you are. And now, what makes these people available to you is they're carrying their Facebook around in their pocket. Your smartphone connects you to the world. It connects you to Facebook. Now I'm going to show you some of the tools that Facebook gives you so that it's an easy way for you to talk to people. If you're shy, if you're reserved, we're talking about texting. We're talking about instant messaging. We're talking about chatting. And I'm going to give you the scripts to use that will make you absolutely irresistible to people. We're going to show you how to make sales every day in 15 minutes. And I'm not kidding. Let me ask you a question. How did you finish out the first half of this year? I mean, today is the last day of the first half. And it doesn't matter where you are at the end of the first half. We just finished up with the Miami Heat won the World Championship. And it didn't matter where you were at the end of the first half. Because the second half is where all the action is. And really, bottom line is it's the fourth quarter. So where are you with your business? Are you spending more money than you're making? How are you doing so far? How are you going to close out the year? Andrea was one of my students who, I guess it was maybe 2 years ago, her company stopped paying her in August. She was going to walk away from the industry. And I provided her with my shopping for a sponsor script. She went out and she found a great sponsor. She stayed in the business. And she, over the Labor Day weekend, made a sale every day. Saturday, Sunday, and one on Monday. It's easy to get one a day. Never would have believed it. Well, the truth is, other people are doing it, and you can do it too. And the best part about this is you can build your business from anywhere. Deborah Kay, who is on her way to Belize, sent me this from a dive boat in Fiji. Okay? Signing one up from the boat, and I got 5 to 8 follow-ups going on. And she's on her way, and after Fiji, she went to India. Now, thanks to increased bandwidth, your smartphone has become your pocket computer. 65% of the people, that use Facebook connect to it on a mobile device. They're twice as active as non-mobile users, and they're at your fingertips. So you can be in constant contact with anyone, anytime, any place. And you have to remember that typing is talking. Texting is talking. Chatting is talking. You can talk anytime. You can talk anywhere. The world is on a smartphone. It's fun, it's fast, it's addicting, and at times it can be dangerous, so please don't text and drive. Now, here's an example of what you have in store for you, okay? Nick, one of my coaching students, Nick Messina, is logged into his account. We made a post, and we had some people respond to the post, and then I showed him how easy it is to find people who are online and make a connection. And within 7 minutes, we had 3 conversations going. With one, he's talking to he was the number 31 top income earner in Excel. Here he's talking to somebody who wanted to know about making money on the internet, and over here he's having a conversation in Spanish. All at the same time. Scott takes multitasking to new levels. He's not only searching for people to connect with, but he's actually having 4 conversations with people all at the same time. Now, Kelly has perfected this to the point where she can make a sale every day. Make a sale every day. And as a result of that, she was able to quit her full-time job. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a short video. It was a coaching session with Kelly, and you can hear it in her own words. So what did you learn from this little brief session?
Well, what I learned is that every time I get away from the scripts, I lose my friend requests, they don't add me, and I don't stay consistent. And what I've learned is that if I stick to the scripts, literally verbatim in front of me, if I follow them to a T, I could sign a person a day. Because every time I focus on it and say, okay, I need to sign a person today, it's not that I need, it's helping someone, I know that. But just getting out there and reaching out to people, I sign a person every time I do that. Every single time I sign a person, and I've decided that I'm going to get online, follow the scripts, and follow the program, I sign one person a day. So it's just getting back to the basics and just knowing that I need to get this done the way that it's supposed to be done and not try to change and reinvent the wheel.
And what now? The last 15 minutes that we were on here.
Well, the woman on the right, she's the person that I got online and said I have to sign someone today. That was Tuesday, and she's getting her package tomorrow. So she's messaging me now as I'm on this session with you. And then the other two people that I signed that we posted on their wall, Jen likes the thing, and then she just mentioned she loves the thank you, and she tagged me in that as well. So pretty powerful. And I think it's coming out of your comfort zone and thinking, oh, if I put this on her wall, what's going to happen? And instead of doing that, just do what you do and just go for it, because if you don't go for it, you're not going to get it. And that's what I'm learning here. It's just going for it. And if there's repercussions, there's repercussions, but obviously there isn't. This is all positive.
Now let me ask you a question. If you now, what I was asking Kelly was, Kelly, if you could do it every day, why aren't you? And the truth is that, you know, you do this when you can. You know, everybody has their own goal. Everybody has their own aspirations. And sometimes life gets in the way. But the bottom line is, Kelly talks a little bit about getting lost, and it's not about getting lost. You got distracted.
Sometimes I'll get online and get lost, and I'll go on and I'll start friending people and get taken away from my task at hand. And it's just staying on point and staying consistent and just following the scripts. And like you said, you can do this in an hour a day, 2 hours a day. I'm fortunate because I just left my full-time job, and I'm becoming a full-time networker, so I have time. There's actually no excuse. So it's me just making a promise to myself and to you that I can get this done and focus on this, because I could do it 6 to 8 hours a day until I find that one person. So I know it's achievable. I know I can do it, and I just want to go to the next level and get to executive. So that's
okay. Now, what I'm really excited about, and I'm gonna move out of this one. What I'm really excited about is last week, I had a coaching session with Misty. And let me stop this. Okay. We're going to come back and we're going to bring Misty up. And this was just a phenomenal training, okay? But again, you can get distracted. I mean, it's a lot of fun because you have access to talk to so many wonderful people. Jackie here didn't have a Facebook page when she started in March. 60 days later, she doubled her income and quadrupled sales. Now, how do you quadruple sales? You talk to more people. Jackie's got a great story, and if we have time, we're going to share that one with you today. Carolyn, I heard from last week. Almost half the people she signed up in her business came from the Max Method, 50 customers. Now she's going after business builders. And Mark, 35 customers. Again, it's easy. It really and truly is easy to go on a Facebook and search for people and pull up doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, dentists, networkers, social media experts. network marketers in other companies and find them and divide them up by gender, by relationship, by age, by city, by country. Show me all of the personal trainers in Australia, in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in Malaysia. You're never going to run out of people to talk to. You know, I got a note. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Chris, was one of my students back in the early 2000s. And she says, Max, your training was valuable then. I made friends with some really cool people. Your training was valuable then, and more so now. And Deb enrolled a lot of folks on AOL. I taught her how to pick up prospects on AOL Instant Message. And Resso, who, wonderful lady, shy, sent me this. It's true, all the things you said would happen are happening. Pipeline of leads is expanding. I'm using the training not only in the social media world, but in the real world. The scripts we give you to talk to people, to qualify them, they work in the real world too. Now, what I did here was, because this is such a great story and such an example of what you can be doing on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. I was logged into Misty's account. We were setting up a coaching session. And I was demonstrating to her the power of the post. And we were going in, we grabbed this joke. Never argue with an idiot. He will drag you down to his level and beat you with experience. And we were going to change the agenda. Never argue with an idiot. They will drag you down to their level, beat you up with experience. And so what happened in this coaching session is we made the post, and a whole bunch of things happened. And an old friend of hers, who was a very, very successful networker in Tupperware, liked her post. Okay? And you'll hear it in her own words. She never, she's possibly a candidate. I've never talked to her about it. And we're going to show you how simple and easy it was for Misty to follow a few scripts and set up a phone appointment with her buddy the next day. So let's if you're having fun. Now here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to move it right here. And we're going to come back to that, because here's what I did. I blew it up here. Okay? So we're going through our coaching session, and then all of a sudden we notice down at the bottom left that Nicole liked her status. She liked it. We saw it. And then we brought it up, and she reminded herself who Nicole was. And then, while we started a conversation with Misty, we're kind of reviewing. See, Facebook saves everything. The last time that Misty had spoken to Nicole was back in January, 6 months ago. And while we're reviewing this, another person liked her status. So we started, and now I want you to understand, I'm typing, okay? And this is the part that I absolutely love. It's kind of like deja vu. Reminds me of the old AOL days when I would go online and pick people to talk to. It's exactly the same. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach you, and we're going to teach everybody on your team, everybody that you do business with, to do the same thing. And when you master this, you will be able to travel the world, bringing people into your business at will. So watch how this transpires. We typed, I'm glad you liked my post. How have you been? And she says, great, loving Newport, getting ready to start. Heart link down here. How are you? And she's filling me in on the conversation. So, how's your coaching going? I need to get a few, and I tell you what I'm gonna do. Rather than you hear it from me. Right. So here, I'm glad. I've been meaning to ask. Have you? See, she was afraid to do this. Have you gotten involved with any network marketing companies since Tupperware? And she comes back and she goes, not really. Why? What are you doing these days? Okay, and that should be with an I. See, I didn't think it was necessary for you to watch me type. I wanted to speed the process up. So anyway, we got this whole thing right here. If you look in this little area right here, we have the whole thing recorded. We're turning it in, and then while we were waiting for her to answer, we were going through her mail. We were going over some of the things she was saying to other prospects and showing her. Again, when you do the right things, it's obvious, and when you do the wrong things, it's obvious too. So we're going through this, and in the meantime, the conversation's going on over here. Okay? So I'm going to go back to the big screen. And so we typed, I've been working with a new networking company since November because she's been in a couple. Was wondering if you'd be open to look at it as it involves anti-aging and age reversal. And I got to tell you something, we had fun with this. And the reason it came up, and no, it's not Nerium, is because apparently one of their friends is in Nerium, and she's just jamming Nerium down anybody's throat. Okay? She says, I look at everything. And we typed, it's important to be passionate about what one does. After 2.5 months, my frown line went away between my eyes, and my husband. Now, understand where I'm getting this. Misty and I are talking about it. I says, Misty, if you're passionate about your product, okay, I mean, what's your passion? Why are you so excited about this? She says, hey, my husband, my frown lines went away. My husband thought I had Botox. So he typed it. After 2.5 months, my frown line went away between my eyes. My husband thought I had Botox. LOL. If you don't want to do the business, at least it takes a few years off the face. I'm going to email you a link to a website that explains everything, and we can talk about it later. Remember, they're friends. They're friends. All right? And they hook up a time. This was live. And this kind of stuff, this kind of action is taking place on Facebook every day. Every day. Jackie signed up a big networker in England. If you follow the scripts, and what's so magical about the scripts are a series of questions that focus on the other person. Okay, so here's the big picture. You have access to 1.8 billion prospects. Lots of social networks out there. Facebook is the biggie, and I got to tell you, the new tools, the new features that they're adding to Facebook are going to make it easier than ever before for you to duplicate what you just saw. See, first of all, it's easy to identify who to talk to because everyone has a recognizable agenda. The picture, the contents of their page tells you what that agenda is. And now, of course, what Facebook is going to do is they're going to let you, you know what, I'm single, and or maybe I'm married and I only want to talk to married personal trainers, because there are a lot of people on here looking for a relationship. Look at all these. It's complicated. I remember years ago, Facebook didn't offer all of these different relationships. Search for people by age. Simply by looking at the picture. Just by looking at the picture, in advance the people who are open to talking to you and the people who aren't. You know what their agenda is. Imagine being able to do a search and out of 1,000 people, being able to pick out the 100 people who would love to get into business with you. Or how about the 100 network marketers that are also personal trainers? Or how about the personal trainers who would love to use your company's products? How about the personal trainers that are also unhappy network marketers? And then, of course, you've got a whole other category, the people out there that are affiliate or internet marketers. And the bottom line is, they're as easy to identify on Facebook as reaching into that bowl of candy and pulling out a green M&M or a purple or a brown or a red or a blue. And you could do it as many times a day as you want. Now, top income earners will tell you if you want to be successful, then you need to talk to 5 people about your business every day. You can do that in an hour on Facebook. You want to be wildly successful? Talk to 10. You can do that in 2 hours. Okay? 2 hours. Easy to connect. Over here on the right, you have your chat feature. All right? You know what people are doing. You can see your folks, your friends who are online. You can come down here. You can search for anybody. Okay, here's Andy Van Dyke in Amsterdam. Last time I heard from Andy, last November, I'm about to sign someone up from Barbados. I signed up 12 people last month. Then in September, you bet your system worked, Max. I've signed up 3 people this week so far and 8 since we had our last coaching session. This woman took off for 6 months, comes back to Facebook after not being on for 6 months, and in 2 weeks signed up 11 people in her business. Now, for those of you that are, okay, for those of you that have, existing Facebook pages and an existing group of friends, there's really very little that you have to do. Just make some posts and do a few simple things. Reaching out to new people really is a matter of just picking out the people that you know in advance would love to be in business with you. And we've broken it down for you into a science. You know, either by the picture, the contents of the page, or the answer that you get from a few casual questions. You're never going to run out of people to talk to. You're never going to buy another lead. Now, you can run over here to the video library again, your resources, your scripts, and we have prospecting scripts for the holidays. Again, we're coming up to the 4th of July here in the United States, and you need to be pulling out these scripts and using them. Gina Hartnett signed up, I think, 7 people on the 4th of July. Again, using these scripts. You're all heading down the same road. Let me run over here since I mentioned her name. Wrong page.
You know what, your system, the fact that I'm so excited about it and I'm able to utilize your system to help my team see success right off the bat. But I have to share. I mean, I've got a gal, Kim, who she signed up, I'm looking at my numbers, she signed up 16 people. Fred, 11, Jean, 8, Nancy, 8, Tiffany, 6, Ed, 6, and these are all brand new people. And because they're signing up these people, now of course, they're all at different levels. Some of these people are customers, some of them are, wholesale customers, some of them are in the process of just getting their business off the ground. But these are all brand new people seeing success right off the bat. I haven't been able to teach anybody how to, that many people how to see that, that kind of success right off the bat, their first month. I love it.
Okay, now I'm not sharing this with you to try to impress you. What I do is I'm trying to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. If you talk to the right people, people in sales, network marketers, affiliate marketers, people who want to make money on the internet, professionals of any kind, whoever your perfect prospect is, you know who you're looking for. You can pick those people out of Facebook and LinkedIn as easily as you could reach your hand into a bowl of candy and pull out a green M&M. And if you can't think of the people, then I'm going to give you the scripts. Here's a list. Affiliate marketers, college students, retired baby boomers, people that are unemployed, sales professionals, professional speakers, financial planners, social media experts. One of my favorite categories. We'll go over here to LinkedIn. And this is the new searching features for LinkedIn. And we're going to be covering how to really use these next week when we start boot camp. So for those of you that aren't registered for boot camp yet, you really want to get in. But let me just show you how amazing social media is. All right, a year ago, there were 100,000 more realtors in the United States and social media experts, okay? Today, you have access, whoops, I'm sorry, I forgot to check something off. I'm going to check off this here, okay? So let's go for real estate. $1.89 million realtors, almost 1.9, okay? 1.9 million realtors. Now, a year ago, there were 100,000 more realtors than social media experts. So there should be about 1.7 social media experts. Not the case. 1.8 realtors, 2.7, 900,000 more social media experts, or people promoting themselves as social media experts. Take your pick. Follow the scripts, because I'll tell you something, most of these people are doing it part-time. Most of them are not making any money. Same thing with health coaches, same thing with life coaches. Follow the scripts. If you're not happy with the network marketing company you're in, then here are some scripts to use for shopping for a sponsor. They're also great to use for recruiting. And these are categories. People selling stuff. This is probably one of my favorites. For the network marketer or affiliate marketer that's pitching you. We call this the recruiting the recruiter script. And we have dozens of examples of people that are doing it. And now you can talk to these people when you want. It's a 3-step process. For those of you who are worrying about how complicated it is, okay? Connect with people. First, the people you know, and then the people you want to know. And then communicate with them, identify perfect prospects, and qualify them with a few simple questions, and then close them. Talk to 5 people every day and make a sale. We call it the 3 C's to Facebook success, and they work on any social network. Now, if you get blocked from sending friend requests, I had somebody today write to me and say, "Hey Max, I'm getting off of Facebook." We're going to talk. To him during the week, and we'll record it. He got banned from Facebook for 14 days. Well, first you get a 3-day suspension, then a 7-day, then you get a 14-day, and then they'll ban you for a month. The bottom line is, it should never happen. It should never happen. Now, I took one look at his profile, and I said to myself, in fact, I sent him a note. I said, "Man, you really, it's been a while since you've been through some of my courses, because your page is, isn't helping you." And of course, the primary reason that you get blocked is that people come back and say, hey, they don't know you. They don't know you. It's easy to identify here the people that would like to hear from you, and it's easy to identify the people who don't want to hear from you. You know, I had a coaching session with Philippe, and these coaching sessions, we're pulling snippets out, and we're going to be putting them in a section called the Coach's Corner. And this is where we have some really creative videos where we're demonstrating while we're logged into somebody's account. So what do you do? How can you make sales if you've been blocked? Why it's important not to make assumptions. And these are fabulous, and we've got the one with Misty being edited. And again, when it comes to Facebook, just click on Facebook. You have access to the entire social networking library. How to create your page. These are short videos. How to connect with people. How to search. How to communicate with them. The secrets of attraction marketing and the power of posting, and how to close. And if you have any specific questions, you type in the box whatever you're looking for, the keyword, and it'll bring up the videos. Now, Philippe was having a hard time. He says, man, I just got suspended for 7 days, and I got a low acceptance rate. So in a session, which we recorded, and we've probably got about a half a dozen searches where we showed him exactly why he got in trouble. We sent out 6 friend requests while I was logged in his account, and every one of them, and I showed him why and how to engage that person, and 6 out of 6 responded. Jackie has a 100% acceptance rate. Now, when she started back in March, she was nervous. She'd heard all these horror stories about the stuff that takes place on Facebook. Now she's on fire. Now, here's another example. I was logged in to Jim's account, and we're going through his mail. And I said, look, Jim, Lisa here really, really likes talking to you. Okay? And he asked her what she did, and she came back with a whole big letter, and then she said, do you have an opening for a sales girl? And so we type back, hey, I don't regret asking you at all, LOL. Again, I'm typing, but there's nothing here that we're doing that you couldn't do. It's all about asking questions. What is it about your current job that warrants your question? And then we just follow the scripts. She gave us an amazing answer. Hey, have you ever thought about having your own business? Absolutely. How long ago did you have, and she had a business with her ex. How long ago? Started it in 2008, separated in 2005, the company went with him. Okay, we got somebody that's a great salesperson. What experience have you had with network marketing? She's a little. Mary Kay and Discovery Toys. How successful were you? Successful with Discovery Toys. Queen of book club sales. Anyway, he follows the scripts. Remember, this is, look at this, 304, 305, this is live. Now, I'm typing, and Jim is sitting back, and he's going, I get it. I get it. Okay, and then he says, you know what? I type with 4 fingers, and 2 of them need spell check. In case you hadn't noticed, would you be up for talking on the phone? Okay, and so they set up a time to talk on the phone. How about Thursday? Now, the beauty of all of this, this was live. This is the fastest and easiest way to monetize Facebook and LinkedIn and make sales every day. Monica sent me this at the beginning of last week. I just got a new business partner who enrolled at the top level. We met on MySpace a year ago. She responded to my post, gave me her email and mobile number. We spoke on the phone. She said she'd contact me when she was ready to join. She joined yesterday. Now again, you can duplicate what Rob experienced with a simple post. And again, I was there. This isn't a matter of, me getting it secondhand. I was logged into his account, helping him with his cover and getting his picture squared away. And then he updated his cover, and then what we did was we posted some different scenic places. This was Bora Bora, and within a minute, his friend Nora, who he hadn't talked to in 18 years from high school, liked it and says, "Take me there." And I said, "Well, you want Rob? Let me show you how fast this can go." So we typed, "Hey, Nora, long time no talk. That's Bora Bora. What are you doing these days?" "Well, I sell cars for BMW. What have you been up to?" "Recently retired from the moving industry. Now I have my own internet business." "How long have you been doing that?" She said, 18 years. "What kind of internet business?" "I work with an expanding company in the health industry, 18 years. Anyway, he follows the scripts. This is live chat. And she said, "Hey, man, you look good." And he says, "Well, thanks. Would you believe I lost 100 pounds a few years ago?" I mean, if you've got a story, if you've got a testimony for your business, I mean, this was live. She says, "No way, you're kidding me. How'd you do that?" So, hey, I started using these products, had great success. Now I'm making money sharing with others. I'd be happy to share. How much weight do you want to lose? I was trying to lose 40 pounds. On his way to getting a customer. Instant gratification, immediate results. While I'm going over Marilyn's mail and pointing out, how the process works, she gets a message from Maureen. "Hey, you piqued my curiosity. What are you doing? What do you want to know? What are you doing now?" It's happening with people every day. It happened with Carol. We just changed her occupation to internet entrepreneur. She hears from a friend. She's known him for years. He's a policeman. Again, written record of everything. "I have my own internet business." "How long have you been in law enforcement?" 23 years. It seems today that a lot of people in your profession have turned to the internet to make extra and even full-time income. What experience have you had with network marketing? He says, "LOL, we need to talk. I made pretty good living." "What MLMs have you been with?" Herbalife, New Ways, STS, CyberWise, Invest, Live Smart. Folks, it's that fast. Now, Facebook is doing some things, and believe me, everything that Facebook is doing as far as putting barriers up to protect Facebook users from the bad acts of marketers who just don't understand what social networks are all about. I was logged into Mark's account. We were looking for realtors in California. We came across Judy, and when we went to send her the message, said, "Hey, we're sending this to her other folder." But I pointed out to Mark, I said, "Look, there's 3 other ways that she's going to know you sent this. And as a matter of fact, she's online right now." So we sent a friend request. We sent a message, and in less than 3 minutes, she accepted the friend request and a conversation ensued. Last year, Brent and I have been friends for a long time. And last year, Brent called me up because Facebook introduced her timeline. And he says to me, "Max, I think we got to schedule me for some coaching sessions because I want to get this Facebook thing down fast." It took him a week to get it, another week to refine it, and then by the 3rd week, he got it. Okay? He got it. And what was funny, what was great, he signed up 3 people. And while we were talking, his son Blake, he was telling me about his son Blake, who had a full-time job. His wife was about to have a baby. And he said they couldn't get him excited about his new skin business, but he was on Facebook all the time. Kids, young adults, in their 20s, in their 30s, They're all over Facebook. They live on Facebook. I'm going to let you hear it in Brent's voice. And I'm going to bring up his page. They really need to work on this. Here he is.
Max and I have been friends for a long time, and Max has got what I believe is the absolute best system for developing prospects using social media. You know, we live in a world where social media is really becoming a big part of what our business is and a big part of all of our lives. I can't endorse this enough. It's not something that's going to go away. It's just a big opportunity that we need to know how to do right. And so that's why I'm so motivated to make sure that everybody in my business has a real strategy and that they know the things to avoid. It's so easy to get lost in these automated lead systems and all these things that sound so easy and yet are just a waste of money and time. You know, any program where you're expecting a prospect to just call you out of the blue, just fall in your lap out of the sky, any of that stuff doesn't work. And particularly online, these lead systems, that's what really started me down this path. Is I had somebody in my group that was brand new, and they were pretty smart with the internet, they thought, and they got hooked up in one of these lead program things and ended up spending a lot of time setting up a blog and setting up a video blog and blah, 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 and on, and not taking action and not talking to their friends in their circle of influence, and really wore themselves out over about a 3-month period of time, and then quit the business. And after having spent a small fortune, several $1,000s, and I kept telling him, that doesn't work, and they just didn't listen to me. And as we bring new people in, we turn them on to this strategy. We don't want them to go out and wreck their warm circle of influence using social media. It's so possible for people that we bring into the business today to be really, really excited and then go and post all kinds of stuff all over their Facebook and just really wreck their circle of influence. It just makes it a lot harder for them because really what they're doing is showing one piece of the elephant instead of showing the whole elephant. And we use that analogy so much in my business. Our job is to tell the whole story, not just part of the story. And so we don't want our new people particularly to have to fight any bias that might be out there or any preconceived notion or anything like that. And this is a really, really important strategy, and it's a part of our lives that is not going to go away. It's only going to become a bigger and bigger part of our lives. So I really encourage you to get as many of your people into these next 2 boot camps as possible, particularly this next boot camp, and really get a sound strategy for your team.
Now, on a daily basis, you see what your friends are doing. You can talk to anybody. "38 minutes ago, Pete responded. 2 minutes ago, John responded. You can see what people are doing. You could reach out to any of these people. And the thing is that 4 people like it. Who are they? You have you have the ability to talk to all kinds of people anytime. Five minutes ago, Nancy made a post. Your jokes. Unlimited access to people at will anytime you want. Brent sent me this last year in September, and Blake was able to quit his full-time job. Now, Sandy Cohn, top income earner in Newskin, in Zango, and let me bring Sandy up. Again, what are we talking about? We're talking about your ability to turn on your computer, log on to Facebook from anywhere, and have a conversation with somebody at will. I've got some more examples that I want to share.
I just want to reemphasize so that people listening really understand your passion for empowering people with knowledge and why. Because we want them to know what took us forever to learn. We've come a long way since AOL, baby, right? And
For sure.
and quite honestly, meeting you, Max, believe it or not, as successful and fortunate as we've been. In fact, I was just on the phone with one of our owners this morning who happens to be doing a meeting in South Africa, telling him that I am more excited than ever, not only about our profession, our industry, but the fact that we've connected, because you are making such a difference. People that are new to the industry, it's almost unfair, Max, that they find you and connect to you early. It's not fair. They haven't been lied to. They haven't been cheated. They haven't been beaten up for years without hope that they're going to find a real deal. So I honor you for being who you are and helping those of us who love this profession to avoid frustration and not having to wait years to figure it out on our own. So we thank you for all you do to serve the industry tirelessly so that we can live our dream and live life the way it's supposed to be. I got to tell you, Max, you have no idea how excited I am to plug my people into your system. And it's something I've never done before because I've never found anything that I could trust, that was safe. You're not doing a program to backdoor people into your deal, which is what most people do. This is easy to duplicate. You give people what to say. If they can copy and paste, they're golden. The cost, I hate to say this, is so low that I think you might want to consider raising your prices because it is just a no-brainer. To have a never-ending source of leads. I belong to a radio co-op, and I get 2 leads a month for $105 share. 2 leads a month for $105, and most of them are broke that really are just looky-loos. So with your method, retention goes through the roof, and it's a business write-off, and we're having fun at the same time. Doesn't get any easier.
Now,
Journey to success. There's no shortcuts, and we are all, quote unquote, traveling down the same road for success. The only thing is some will arrive at a different time, but we're all going to get there.
Now, Solomon can get it done in 7 minutes. Started in March, and by the end of the month, signed up 7 people in his business and got a promotion. It's posting produces immediate results, and again, all heading down the same road. You have unlimited access to people. You can see when your friends are online. They can see when you're online. You can see the people who like what you post. You can communicate with any of them. People that share what you post. Connect with any of them. You're never, ever, ever going to run out of people to talk to. Never. let me look in the question box. Let's see. Rick's writes, Max, I realize I have set up my profiles all wrong. Should I delete everything about my business and start fresh? Just take it off, Rick. Keep the page. Keep the page. Just take the business stuff off. Okay? Just like I said, just take it off. Okay, what I'm going to do is let me fast forward here. Here's another example. Okay? But there's Greg talking to Greg. But we're talking about your ability to start talking to people at will. They set up an appointment to talk the next day. Dana Barish, top recruiter for her company last year, 81 recruits. She says she signed up more. Those are the ones who qualified in 30 days. So what does it do for your business if you had 81 people who came into the business and brought their 5 people in the first 30 days? I encourage all of you, if you don't have my new Endless Free Lead 7.0 program, you really want it. It comes with the new 2nd edition scripts book. Now, this was the first instant message that I ever got from Jackie when she started. This was in March. And after 2 hours, she says, I got my first appointment with a prospect on the phone. See, I'm inside their accounts. That's how I'm able to take these pictures. And again, you're all heading down the same road. You all have unlimited access to some amazing people. Doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, people that like boating, people that like tennis, people that like to travel, people that like the same things that you like. People who live in Los Angeles. Do it by city. Do it by occupation. Show me all the nurses. Again, whether you're looking for customers or whether you're looking for business builders, we're talking about reaching out to people that are online when you are, having a conversation and bringing them into your business. And you can qualify anybody in 15 minutes. And that goes for talking on the phone too. Now, if you're not having the results you want, the reasons are obvious, easy to identify, and simple to fix. It's either the contents of your page, the people you're contacting, or the way you talk to people. So, we put together a number of training options for you. Now, on the left, you've got my Endless Free Lead 7.0 program. I showed you what it's all about. This is my home study course. You do it on your own. Boot camps are where you work with me live. It's like walking into the gym and working with the guy who wrote the book. And then there is personal coaching. Now, my Endless Free Leads program, get it at maxsteingart.com/freelead7. If you get it off my website, it'll cost you $289. You go to freelead7, you can get it for $199. It includes the social networking scripts book. For those of you that are new and you really want to move quick, we have this combination package of Endless Free Leads and a seat in my boot camp, our International Business Building Boot Camp. Together, you get them both for $299 at maxsteingart.com/combo. You'll save $577 off of buying them each individually. And boot camp, for those of you that just want to register for boot camp, 8 sessions over 3 weeks. I'll be available 12 hours a week to help you. And during boot camp, we'll answer your questions, critique your pages, help you personalize your searches, review your conversations, and we'll help you make 5 sales. You know, it was funny. Misty in our coaching session said to me, she says, you know, Max, you said in boot camp you were going to help us make 5 sales. How are you going to do that? And while we were in that session, I showed her. I says, look, we had 3 conversations going, just like with her old friend from the Tupperware lady. I says, that's how you're going to do it. And then there's personal coaching for those of you that, you know, want to move quicker. Unfortunately, I can only work with 30 people a month at this level. And you can go to maxsteingart.com/coaching. It's me and you in private sessions. We'll get on the phone. I'll log into your account. And then you'll sit back and watch me work on your settings or whatever you need. Okay, let me, we got some more questions here. Steve, so this will work with any MLM. Does my MLM have to have the perfect lead capture page? No, Steve, that's the best part. Okay? You don't need a lead capture page. You don't need a Google ranking or anything like that. All you need is a Facebook page and a LinkedIn page, and those are free. Okay? What we're going to show you how to do is we're going to show you how to find perfect prospects, communicate with them, qualify them by asking a few simple questions, and then either move them to the telephone or send them to your company website. Use your company tools. Stanley writes, Max, I was in your retreat last weekend. It was awesome. I will be signing up for boot camp tomorrow. Good. Having a problem signing into the members area for the retreat. You know, Stanley, I'll tell you something. It seems like what has happened over this past week is we have had so many people jumping into the video library that we're having some peak times where not everybody can get in. And apparently we had a problem over the weekend, and we blew out a server. Or, you know, we blew out one of their servers. So they're expanding all of that, so you shouldn't have a problem getting in tomorrow. Does anybody else have a question? Just type them in the box. Okay? Now, again, with personal coaching, if it doesn't matter what you're selling. All right? I work with life coaches, internet marketers, authors, whatever you're trying to sell. We can help you. Again, these are private sessions. If you have any questions, you could give my office a call at 702-527-5150. So these are your options. maxsteingart.com/freelead7, boot camp, the combo package, and personal coaching. And again, you could give Audrey Davis a call in Las Vegas in case there are other training offers available. Anybody else have any questions? So again, I mean, it's just so simple. We logged into Tracy's account, and bammo, two conversations going right away. Facebook's new graph search. Oh my God, is it going to amaze you what it's going to do for you? So, for those of you that want to ensure that the second half of this year is stellar, that you're achieving all of your financial goals, that come New Year's Eve, you've achieved all of your goals. Get on my boot camp. We'll show you how to talk with perfect prospects on Facebook anywhere in the world and close them in 15 minutes. And once you can do this, you will be totally free. You will never have to worry about making a bill payment, because anytime you want, just like Kelly, You can turn on your computer, make a sale. And let me tell you something. When you can bring somebody into your business on Tuesday and watch them on Wednesday and Thursday duplicate exactly what you've done and bring their friends into your business is going to soar. 11 months after we started, Howard was making a 6-figure monthly income. How did he do it? Well, his company was expanding around the world. And every time his company was opening up in another country, 60 days before the grand opening, he was making friends with pastors and ministers and all kinds of salespeople, real estate folks, insurance folks, CPAs, and network marketers in other countries.
You've totally changed my life. I am happier at 60 years old than I have ever been in my entire life.
And I got to tell you something, I remember when he wrote, he says, Max, I can't do this in 50 minutes. I'm spending 4 hours a day, but I'm making more money than I ever made before. Well, it ended up taking 10 hours a day. And he ended up bringing his son and his daughter-in-law into the business. He didn't want to work that hard. But that check, that's the power of residual income. When he had a heart attack, his checks kept coming in. And they're still coming in today. You have unlimited access to people. There's absolutely no and you could reach out to any of these people, any of them, and begin a conversation. Any of them. And they're going to save, there's going to be a history of everything that you do. Again, you want to talk to people, close them in 15 minutes. I'm the man that can help you do it. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.